Imagine you just robbed a bank. Congratulations, you're holding $2 million in cash. There's just one tiny problem. You can't spend it. Not on a house, not on a car, not even on a nice watch. The moment you try, someone asks, "Where did this come from?" This is crime's oldest headache, and the solution they came up with is so clever, so brazen, so widely used. It's almost beautiful. They call it money laundering. And today, we're going to find out exactly how it works. But first, what even is dirty money? Before we clean it, let's understand why it's dirty. Dirty money is any money from illegal activity: drugs, fraud, corruption, bribery, tax evasion. The one thing they share, the government never saw a cent. Here's the real problem. Money leaves a trail. Every bank, every investment, every purchase, and investigators follow footprints. So the whole goal is simple. Take money that screams, "I came from a crime," and turn it into money that whispers, "I'm totally normal." Money laundering has three classic stages. Stage 1, placement, the riskiest one. You've got a huge pile of cash, and you need to slip it into the financial system without anyone asking questions. If you walk into a bank with a bag holding 800 grand in small bills, the teller will have questions. And soon after, so will the FBI. So criminals have to get inventive. The classic method, smurfing. And no, nothing to do with the little blue guys. Smurfing is simple. You break the sum into dozens of small deposits, each kept carefully under the automatic reporting threshold. In the US, that threshold is $10,000. So you deposit 9,800, 9,500, 9,750 across different banks, different days. Sometimes they even recruit people, literally called Smurfs, to walk bank to bank. It's slow, tedious, and honestly boring for a life of crime. Another method, a cash-heavy business. A restaurant, a car wash, a bar. Hard to check if the sales are even real, so you blend the dirty money in, pump up the numbers claiming 400 customers who never showed up. Stage 2, layering. The money's in the system now. No one can trace it back to you. Elegant or ridiculous, depending how you look at it. Move the money so many times through so many accounts that investigators just give up. You're building a paper trail that leads nowhere, on purpose. Bank A in country 1 wires a shell in country 2, which loans a shell in country 3, which invests in country 4, then sends it home. After 5 or 6 moves, even a trained investigator loses the thread. And that's exactly the point. A shell company exists on paper, but does nothing in real life. No employees, no products, no office. Just a name, an address, a bank account. Set one up in the British Virgin Islands, the Caymans, or Delaware. Yes, Delaware. A few $100s, and the real owner stays invisible. So investigators find a company, owned by another company, owned by a trust, run by a lawyer sworn to secrecy. Stage 3, integration, the part where it all pays off. It went in dirty, it came out unrecognizable, and now it lands back in your hands, perfectly legal. Spend it on a yacht, a penthouse, or an extremely comfortable early retirement. A few favorite methods for that. Number 1, property. Pick up a luxury flat in Miami or London under a shell company's name. Sit on it 12 months. Sell. And just like that, the money reads as a property gain. It's why so many luxury towers stand empty, held by companies nobody can name. Rough if you're renting, ideal if you're not. Method 2, art. A canvas changes hands for $50 million. Nobody's confirming it's worth that. Nobody's asking which account the 50 million came out of. The art market shows almost nothing, which is precisely why this keeps happening. Buy the piece, resell it down the line, and the money walks out clean. The United Nations puts it somewhere between $800 billion and $2 trillion laundered every single year. That's somewhere between 2 and 5% of the entire global economy. Now, out of all that money, how much gets recovered? About 1%, which means 99% stays exactly where it is. A 99% success rate. In any other industry, we'd call that a miracle. In the criminal economy, nobody calls it a miracle.